we were talking about the assigned company code to company. Let us have a look at that one, whether we have assigned that configuration or not. System, not this system. 1 second, because I have changed this one. Name I have changed. Yeah, 183.22. Yes, this one only. To user visible. 22. 21. Okay. So now let me open the system. Go to configuration SPRO, financial accounting, sorry, enterprise structure, assignment, financial accounting, assign company code to company. So let us see what is our company codes. The company code which I have created is a TA. Okay, TA001. Okay, TA01. So TA01, TA02, TA03. Okay, 04. So now this is the company code which we have already assigned here. Okay, so now once the assigned company code to company, so what is the configuration step now we are having here? So now I'll do one thing here. I'll copy all these parameters and put it into my notepad just for refer these things, and no need to go back and again on top of the sheet. Okay. Now, so the next one would be define business area. So what is the business area? So the business area, define business area. So the business area is a smallest organizational unit where we are going to use that one also for internal reporting purpose. Business area is a smallest business organization unit we can use the business area to draw the financial reports for internal reporting purpose. So now even we can use business area also to draw the internal reporting purpose. Then the important thing here is that please concentrate this one. This is also one of the interview question. Okay, remember. So wherever the interview point will be there, I will take that one into as a separate color. I will highlight that one into as a separate color. So yeah, I will highlight like this so that you can. So one business area. Okay, so first one is there is no there is no assignment between company code to business area. Point number one. Then the next one would be a. Yes, should accept. Okay, so now the next one is a one business area can be used for multiple company codes. Since there is no assignment between one company code to business area. So since a business area is just for reporting purpose only. Then now, okay. So now, as I mentioned, one business area can be used, as I mentioned here, one business area can be used for multiple company codes. Let us say I have a one business area. That business area should be used for only for particular company code. Then how we can achieve that one? Okay, even that can be also possible if there is a requirement to use one business area to one company code, then we need to implement the validation rule. Okay, so what is the validation rule and all? Then I will cover during the project sessions. So these 3 points are the very, very important one. Okay, at the end, I would like to talk something. Okay, at the end, definitely we'll talk something. Now, so now let us go and define the business area. So what is the, go back, definition, financial accounting, define business area. You can see here. So now I can define n number of business areas. Okay, let us define the business areas also. T00M. So, and also the business area, either it could be a geographical wise, or it could be a city wise, or it could be a location wise. Okay, so now even we can define business area as a like east business area, north, west, south. Also, even we can define the business area city wise also. Okay, I'm just defining. M is a T is identification is a company code. M is a area. I mean, then let me define the T002. Sorry, T00 P Bangalore business area. Then T00H Hyderabad business area. Okay, so now I have these 3 business areas at this moment. So now come back. So what is the path for this one? Okay, either it could be a path or it could be a. So the path is a IMG path. Let me put it here also. SPRO. Then SPRO definition. definition. So financial accounting define business area. So now let's say I would like to find out the transaction code for this one for business area. Okay, let me display that one, the configuration in case if the transaction, if that particular thing exists, the transaction code, come here. Okay, come here. Even we are not able to find this one, but I will show you that one, how to find the business area. 1 second, let me tell you that one. There is a transaction code, assign company code to any. So now the transaction code here is a OX03. Let me show you that one. OX03 is the transaction code. Okay, so now let me go here. Let me exit this, open the new one. OX03. You can see here, I just have locked this one. This is I mean, even some, if we can go and we can find out this one, there is a somewhere here, it should be there. Selections. Yeah. Implementation activity status. Somewhere here it should be there. I don't remember that one. Okay, that I'll check that one. Maybe in the next session I'll come to know that one. Okay, so now what we have done, we have defined the business area. So now what is the next one? So the next one is a define chart of accounts. Define the chart of accounts. Okay, so yeah, because as you know, I have conducted many classes. 1 second, let me stop the screen sharing. 1 second. Class Years of S4Hana. Okay, got it. Be sharing this one. Because let us use the existing sessions related so that we can save some time, so we can focus more and more on the discussions. Okay, that is only my intention. Okay, so now before going to jump into the next one, now the business area which I have defined here. So I have defined the multiple business areas here. So I have defined the multiple business areas here. So T00M, T00. Okay, so different business areas which I have defined here. Now, so the data, whatever we are creating, the data, it should store into the somewhere in the system. As we know, the system, it is storing into the hard disk. That we know. But now, if everything will be stored in one table, I mean one place, that is not the correct one, because we have a different modules are there. We have a material management, and we have the for sales and distribution. We have the different modules are there. So if that could be the case, I want to find out where this business area. So each and every data which will store in some particular table. Okay. So now if I want to find out the table, I mean, what is the table for business area? So keep the cursor here. If you do not know, just keep the cursor wherever you want. Either it could be here or here. Then click on F1. Click on F1 from your laptop. F1 is a keyboard. So now you can see here technical information. Click on technical information. You can see here the field name, table name. Okay, so now this is the table name T_TGSB. So this is the field name. Table is nothing but a, okay, let me go and show you for company code also. 1 second. Define a okay. So now T001. Okay, so now you can see here the same screen, it will be appear here. So what will happen here? T001 is the table. Okay, so table is nothing but a one of your book. Inside of the book, you may consist a number of table, a number of pages. Like that, one table, it consists of a number of fields. Remember, this is a very, very important one. Okay, so now, because what will happen in the production system, where the business would like to post all their day-to-day business transactions, sometimes we may not have the authorization, even display authorization, we will not have sometimes if there could be any sensitive data. Then what we need to do? We need to access the tables, then we need to find out the data, whether that is exist or not. Okay, so now how to check the table? This we have seen how to find out the table. Copy this table. How to see the table, how to see the data at table level. The question is that how to see the data at table level in SAP. Okay, so now how to see that? Then there are different ways are there. SC transaction code, use the below transaction codes to see the data, to see the table data. Then you can use either SC16, SC16 or SC16N, or you can use is a SE11. Either of three you can use in order to display this one. Now let us see this one. Go to the transaction code SC16 first. You can see here, if you know the table name, you can enter the table name. T001, the table which I have copied from here. So the T001 table which I have copied. Now enter. You can see here company code, company name, chart of accounts. These are the fields which are appearing here. Now sometimes you may also experience that like that it will display. Let me come here. See, now you can see here. These are the technical names, bookers. You can see here in the table level, BUKRS, bookers. So this is the field name, technical field name, where it is going to store. You can see sometimes we may see this one, but being as a functional consultant, we will not understand this one. What exactly is this? So that is the reason. Go back here in order to switch the technical names into as a text names. We'll go to user parameters, field label. Okay, you just select from the keyboard option field name to keep the one is a field label. Field label. Now you can see here automatically the description which has been appeared. So now we can understand what is company code, what is chart of accounts. Now let us think about how many fields are there in this table, T001 table. How many company code, chart of accounts? Only these are the fields are available. If I go here, now if I want to bring some additional fields, okay, so now if I want to bring only the some fields, choose the fields. If I go here, you can see here these many fields are exist in the company. Okay, company name, city, country. Okay, these many fields are exist here. If I execute this one, okay, so now you can see here these many fields are there. So what will happen if I can execute? Let's say T001. Let me give here. Now execute this one. Now table entry is not there. TA001, something it should be there. Okay, only 500 entries got displayed. Let me display the more. Meantime, you can check right here what we have defined. TA01, sorry. Okay, I have given is the wrong one. TA01. Okay, so now you can see here it has been appeared here. Let me execute this one. You can see here. So these many fields are appearing here. Client, company, company name. But now my requirement would be here. I want to display only company code and city and country currency. I do not want to display the other fields here. I do not want to display the other fields. So if that could be my requirement, then what we need to do? What we need to do, choose the fields, choose fields. Okay, click on settings, for format list, choose fields. Okay, what you can do, you can choose the fields. First, you can deselect all which you want to display: company code, name, city, country, region, currency, which you want to display, then chart of accounts. So now click on apply. You can see here only these many fields which we can able to see here. Okay, others will not appear, just for your information. Okay, so now SC16 we have seen. Let me go back. Enter the transaction code SC16N. The difference between SC16 and SC16N would be, in SC16, I am still in SC16 only. Okay, now I just move to SC16N. You can see company codes, the table information, the system will pop up in SC16, we may not see the table name here. But now in SC16N, we can able to see what exactly the table name here. So now you can see this is the table which is dedicated to the company codes. You can give the company code TA01 here the similar way, and you can execute here so that it will be appear. So the similar way you can come back, you can do the adjustments also. You can here itself. Okay, then you can do the adjustments whatever you want. Then SC16, now come back to the SC11, the transaction code SC11. SC11 also it will display, first it will display. This is the table which is dedicated to store company codes information. You can see these many fields are available here in. So the same fields we have already seen. Now, if I want to see the data, click on contents. Whenever you will be there in SC11, click on contents. So now you can see, you can give the company code TA01, then execute that entries so that it will display here. So this is how you need to find out the data. It is storing into the which table. Okay, is this clear? How to find out the data and how and where it is storing? Hello?
Okay, sir. Clear, sir.
Okay, fine. So the next one we were talking about the chart of accounts. Define chart of accounts. Okay, so now here itself define chart of accounts. Now let me take this one. Okay, so now define chart of accounts. The fifth one would be a so now define chart of accounts. First of all, what is mean by chart of accounts? Let us understand. So now if I want to post a business transactions, if I want to post a business transactions, what I would require? I would require is a GL accounts. Okay. So now the chart of accounts is a structure of the GL accounts. Define chart of accounts. So the chart of accounts is the chart of accounts is a structure of general ledger accounting here. So the chart of accounts is a structure of the GL account. So first of all, what is mean by the structure? What is a chart of accounts? Why we need? As we discussed, let's say what we have done, the organization is spent 1 lakh rupees, is paid salaries 1 lakhs to the employees. Then what would be that? The salaries account will be debit, our bank account will be credit. So the salaries, when we perform the business transaction, we must have to record that business transaction into our books of accounts. I mean, organization books of accounts. With help of that, we need to draw the financial statements. Let's say the salaries. Salaries. Let's say I paid some purchases. Purchases. Then let's say the let's say we have received some interests. Interests on investments. Okay, we paid for the loans. Repaid to loans. Now let us see here the salaries which we made paid. Salaries is a expenses for us. It is a salaries is a what kind of? It is a expenditure for our organization. For our organization. So the salaries is a expenditure, but where we need to record these salaries into our books of accounts in order to prepare the financial statements. As we discussed in earlier sessions, we must have to follow the accounting standards. What accounting standard which is going to tell about salaries, where you need to record the salaries. Then the salaries is a part of expenditure. Expenditure, we know that one. But now where I need to record this one? Since expenditure, it is a part of the profit and loss account. Now the purchases. Purchases means, let's say I have purchased one, our organization has purchased a vehicle. The vehicle is a part of the fixed asset. Fixed asset. So fixed assets where we are going to report in our financial statements, which we are going to report or which we are going to record into balance sheet. Under balance sheet, the fixed asset is a balance sheet. Under assets side, we will show that one. We will record as a fixed asset in balance sheet. Interest on investments. We have received investment from the where we did investment earlier. So now investment is a part of revenues. So we are getting revenues. Again, this is a part of the profit and loss account. Again, prepaid loans. Prepaid loans. Okay, loans. I'll straightforward. I'll take it as a instead of loans, share capital. Share capital. So our organization would like to borrow money from the market. So in order to borrow the money, they have issued shares to the organization. Either it could be shares or it could be bonds, whatever it may be. But we just took example shares. Now shares is a liability. Liability for us. Liability for our organization means we must have to record this one into balance sheet at liability side. So now if I want to record all this business transaction in a systematic manner, what I would require? I would require is our organization would require is a chart of accounts. So in that chart of accounts, we are going to instruct to the system. Okay, so this is the number which you can use for balance sheet assets. This is the number, particular dedicated number can be used for balance sheet liability side, for revenues, for expenditure. Like that, we are going to differentiating the GL accounts. Okay. So now moving down here. Okay, I just have explained conceptually why we would require is a chart of accounts. But now in SAP, we have a 3 types of chart of accounts are there. Remember, this is the one of the interview question, very important one. This is the basic, very basic and fundamental question, this one. Now, in SAP, we have a 3 types of chart of accounts. Number 1 is a operational chart of accounts, group chart of account. Then the next one would be a country specific chart of accounts. These 3 are there in SAP. Now, let us talk about the one by one. Operational chart of accounts. So what is the use of the, first let us define the chart of accounts. Okay, so first let us define the chart of accounts. Define chart of accounts. SPRO, path, financial accounting, then general ledger accounting, master data, general GL accounts, then preparations, then edit chart of accounts here. So the general ledger accounting, financial accounting, general ledger accounting, master data, GL accounts, master data, GL accounts, then preparations, then edit chart of accounts list here. Edit chart of accounts list. So now what is the transaction code in order to create this one? So the transaction code, if I can go here, if I can able to find out. So now only the program which I can find, but the I think it is not activated. Let me activate that one once. Okay. Did favorites, technical information, not this one. Settings. So now come here. So this is the place where I'm going to define the chart of accounts here. Now you can see here, as soon as once I come here, you can see the transaction code which is enabled here. The transaction code is a OB13 for this one. The transaction code is a OB13 is the transaction code for this one. Okay. You can see here the below. Now click on new entries. This is the one what, as I mentioned here, I'm going to define. Here is a operational chart of accounts. So operational chart of accounts, which means which we can use for day-to-day postings. So now let's say now today I paid salaries, I have done some purchases, I have received interest on investment organization. The organization also received share capital amount from the shareholders. So today all these transactions are happened today, but the nature of transaction is each and every transaction has a different nature. So we want to differentiate between, and I want to record all these business transactions. So now which I have to use is a operational chart of accounts. So let's say T00, sorry, T000, operational chart of accounts of a group. I'll put like this. Then this is the chart of accounts identification, what we have given. Then description, what I have given here, whatever you want, you can key the description here. Again, the language, you can see which language would you like to display the chart of accounts. You can give the language. English I'm selecting here. Now the length of the GL account number. What is meant by length? Okay, so now let's say now I would like to create one GL account which is related to the fixed assets or liability. Let us talk about the liability. So the liability GL account which I want to define is this series one. Let's say this from this number to. Okay, so now the maximum characters for liabilities for share capital, if I want to create one GL account. So now total 10 characters. So okay, here the length of the GL account which I would like to create, the maximum would be a length 10 characters. If I give blank here, I can define even one character also. I mean, even either I can define like 10 characters also, or else I can define one character, or else I can define two characters. There are no restrictions. But however you want, you can define this GL account and all. Okay, so now I'm just leaving blank this one. I do not want to any particular length, but the length would be which we can follow is a 6 characters. Now, group chart of accounts. What is meant by the group chart of accounts? So the group chart of accounts can be used for consolidation purpose. Okay, consolidation purpose. What is meant by the consolidation? We talked about the operational chart of accounts. Then let's say now the company codes are which are in okay TA01 which is in India. Let us talk about TA03 which is in Germany. Okay, so now here if this could be the case, TA01 and TA03 both company codes are the country, the origin of country is a different. One is in India, one is in Germany. So now even because each and every country has their own legal requirements. So now here the TA01 is following, let's say the chart of accounts is a T001. Then the TA03 company code, which will follow the operational chart of accounts is let's say the TA02. The example. Now, if this could be the case, the company code TA01, TA01 for inventory postings. Let us talk about okay, so now inventory means material purchases. Okay, inventory GL accounts information, which I want to post 45047. This is the GL account which I am using here. Let's say for this company code I am using, I mean TA001. One thing here, this is a bit confusing for you people. Okay. Okay, so now here let me explain the conceptually once again because this is confusing for you people. Okay, so here I have a two company codes, TA001, then TA03 here. The company codes, okay, which I am having is a two company codes here. Now, let me take this example. Okay, so now TA01, what is this? This one is a company codes. Okay, so now let's say the operational chart of accounts. Let's say the operational chart of accounts which I am using here is a TA00. Then here I am using is a TA00, T001, T002. I'll put it up. This I'll change this one. T000, T001. I'll change here also. T002. Now we will have the common understanding. So now, if I can say here is that this is my company code. The similar way, this is my company code. Then this company code has been assigned to this chart of accounts. And this company code is also assigned to this chart of accounts. Now, let me take the example here. So now the common requirement, both company codes are having the common requirement. Common requirement in the sense, let's say the share capital. Share capital. So share capital, both company codes has been issued shares public. Then they would like to record the share capital related business transactions into the system. So in T001, the GL account which I am using here is a, let's say, this is the GL account what I am using in GL account. So this one is a, I'll put it here is a share capital. GL account. Now, so the similar way, but here also I am using the same GL account. Let us think about the two scenarios here. Number one is a, okay, now here we have the same GL account. Okay, now if the management would like to see what is the share capital, what is the liability we are having, then what we will do, because they want to display the reports at Tata group level, not at the company code level, because the company code level anyhow we will have the information. Okay, so the company code level anyhow, if the person can go and key this GL account, then they will get the report. But now the management would like to see the report at group level, Tata group level for the share capital here. So if this could be the situation, so now I'll give another example. I will give some amounts here. So now share capital GL account, this is the one. But now here amount, let me put some amount here. Amount, let's say in this GL account, which we have posted, let's say the 35 lakhs. Now the same under company code T00, under company code TA01, the share capital amount is having is a 35 lakhs. Here Here under this company code TA01, let's say the the share capital is a 45 lakhs. Now if they can see at company code level, if they can give this GL account, they will get it. But now if they want to see the balance of total 35 lakhs plus 45 lakhs, total 80 lakhs they would like to see at group level. The total balance, how it will be? The total balance will be the total 35 lakhs plus 45 lakhs. Total it would be 80 lakhs it will become. Total it would become the total balance which they want to see. They want to see the group level. So what will happen if this could be the business requirement? We must have to define the group chart of account. I mean, the group chart of accounts can be assigned in the operational chart of accounts. This is what the requirement. The group chart of accounts which we can assign here. This is the place. So that what organization does, they can give only one GL account here. So now for for the group chart of accounts, we must have to define separate GL account, separate number that needs to be assigned into the GL account, so that we can able to view that one. Enter here. Let me define. Okay, T001 I'll define here. T001, which is already there. TA01. TA00. Okay. So now let me save this one. Operational chart of accounts I have created, right? Let me create the new one, group chart of accounts. T000, I will create the T000. This is the group chart of accounts for Tata Group. Then I have defined the group chart of accounts here. So inside of the operation chart of account, right? Inside of this one, which I am going to assign T000 group chart of accounts. See now, which I am correlating inside of the operational chart of accounts. You can see here. So countries. Okay. So now what we have seen. So the operational chart of accounts, which we can use for day-to-day postings, and it is a mandatory for each and every company code. You can see it is a mandatory for each company code. Group chart of accounts. The group chart of accounts can be used for consolidation purpose, and this is an optional. Optional is nothing but either you can assign or do not assign. System doesn't stop you to move forward. System will allow you to move forward. Okay, so we'll continue session tomorrow. Okay, so far what we have discussed. So if anyone is having any further queries, so please reach out to me so that I'll clarify. Okay, so one thing.